Good evening from Taizhou, a city on China's eastern coastline. This is where my story takes place. I'm tracing how discarded electronic products, old computers, and TVs from the United States can end up being shipped overseas to cities like this, where they're scrapped apart for any bits of precious metal that might be extracted from them. This city is about a 45-minute plane ride from Shanghai, a flight we took early this morning. When we arrived, we got right to work. We went straight to a school where a team of professors and students showed us research they did on how the scrap industry is affecting the environment here. There's evidence that many of these electronic products are being dumped in rivers and streams, and it's polluting the groundwater. They're doing tests with frogs and tadpoles to see how they might be affected and to show that possible mutations might be occurring as a result of dumping electronic waste into the countryside. 7 days a week, almost 4,000 tons of scrap passes through this port every day. You just have to look for these large trucks covered in green tarps. They'll pass by on main roads every 10 minutes or so, and they're just stuffed with electronic waste, automobile scrap, and other metal scrap as they make their way to scrap yards further inland where people rip them apart as part of their job. We visited that scrap factory earlier today. We saw people on the ground scrapping apart old wires, computers, automobile parts. It's grueling work, but they say it pays better than if they were to live in the countryside and be farmers. In fact, the pay is almost twice as good for some of these people. Back in my hotel room now after a long and exhausting day. The plan for tomorrow, we're going to get up early and head to a market where we hope to talk to producers and consumers who are buying vegetables and fruits that might be tainted by the groundwater here that's been affected by some of the pollution. After that, we're going to visit a village where people are scrapping electronics right in their front yards. They're not doing this in a regulated setting in a factory like we saw today, so it's a lot more dangerous, and we suspect people there will be reluctant to talk to us. Then we hope to talk to a government official about the effects e-scrapping and e-waste is having on the environment here in Taizhou before we catch a plane back to Shanghai to prepare for our overnight train to Beijing. For now, I'm Ted Land reporting from Taizhou.